Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we all? Hey, Sunblood, hope you're well, my lovely. It's 8 o'clock on a Friday night. Are we on a Friday? We are on a Friday, aren't we? Hey, up, mate, how are you? Yolanda, hello, hello. Hey, Sunblood, Lisa, Jillian, hope everybody's well this evening. Rachel, hi. Hope you're all having an enjoyable Friday evening, everybody. Just looking at what job we're doing. And I'm going to yawn. I have to apologise to everybody that I am yawning yet again. So I do apologise. So I'm going to start in a moment. I've got Sunblood up on the screen. Evening, Kerry, my lovely. So, Sunblood, you're the first one I'm going to read for. Just got out of hot bubble bath. I'd love to have a hot bubble bath. Just because we've got the walk-in shower, it'd be lovely to have a bath. I hope you're well, Kelly, my lovely. Evening, Melanie, hope you're well. Andrew, good evening. Lavinia, good evening. Judith, good evening. Gemma, good evening. Hope everybody's good this lovely evening. Gillian, hope you can see us tonight. Yes, we do know we're having a few issues on Facebook and YouTube where people aren't seeing everybody's comments. Evening, Bev. Is doing all right. Mick, just grieving. Grieving's all I can say, really. Evening, Bernie. So you know how it works, guys. Evening, Sunday. Just keep popping into chat. It's a one-card reading tonight. The free one-card readings. If anybody does want to book in for a private reading, it's £15 a reading, whether you have it by video call or email or sent through Messenger. It's just a standard 15. So I do written or live ones. They can take anything up to about an hour. Sometimes it can be a little bit longer because it depends if we start chatting afterwards, and sometimes people want to have extra and try and work with Pendulum, but yeah. So let's get started. You know what to put in chat and just keep putting it in. So Sunblood, I'm pulling first card for you, my lovely lady. Just let me switch this big light on. That's better. I can see. We've got light. Sunblood, this one's for you, my lovely. So we've pulled the 9 of Swords for you. It looks like that you're fearful at the minute, or you're feeling very withdrawn at the moment. But I do think that there's somebody else that's making you feel slightly uncomfortable that's around you. And I do think this person can sometimes, it's like they're a mixture of characters. It's like 1 minute they could be a strength, the next minute they could be argumentative, next minute they can be how do you put it in words? Like telling you what to do but not telling you what to do, that kind of person. But there's definitely only one. There's also a baby connected to you somehow. This baby you're carrying on your back. So I'm not sure whether I'm not sure if this baby's in spirit. Just because of how it's being carried on the back, but it's more like a butterfly. So I'm not sure whether this child would have been not gone full term. kind of thing, just because I'm seeing it in a butterfly. But I do feel that this person does make you feel quite awkward about yourself at times. And I think sometimes you don't know which way to take this person. You have got 3 good people around you, though, that have got your back, that have got your side. And so if you need anything, please try and rely on the 3 people that are around you. There's also a man and there's also a lady and a gentleman in spirit, but I feel these would have crossed either when you were little or before you were born, because these are way, way, way down. They're like in the trees down at the bottom here. There's like a man and a woman there. So to me, I feel like these would have passed, but I don't know whether they passed together or they must have passed. If it weren't together, it must have been like, you know, like the dates must have been similar. So when one passed slightly after, because there's definitely a strong connection to them coming in. But that's what I've got for you coming through, my lovely. Lisa. Lisa, for you, we have got the Ace of Swords card. Again, new beginnings opening up. You've got to start letting go, though. You're holding on too tight to family, and it's like you're holding on for dear life. It's like you're scared to let go, because if you let go, you're not going to do it on your own. And I think for you, you need to let go. You need to take this next step as a like growing part for you, Lisa. Just because it's like, I don't know what it is that you're scared to let go, but you're clinging on to the tree. But you've also got your sword up, and it's like you're ready for a battle. So I don't know whether you've tried to do this before, where you've let go and tried to move forward, but sort of like you've been pulled back in. But you've definitely got to make that cut off time. I don't know why I'm seeing there's like a energy and spirit, but I'm seeing it. There's like a top hat. There's something to do with a top hat, and yeah, it's just something. They're just showing me a top hat of this person in spirit. But it's funny because they've got long hair. It looks like they've got it looks like they've got long hair. I can also see 4 rabbits. So again, to me, rabbits are a symbol of children that have passed. So there's 4 rabbits in spirit around you. I also think that there is a bit of health issues going on, from like chest going all the way down, Lisa, all the way down the body. But I feel like that sometimes it's like equivalent. But you need to stop waving the white flag and just do what you need to do, my lovely. There's a bird waiting to take you, so you're ready to move. You've just got to believe in yourself and let go, my lovely. Marie. Hey, Carol. Marie, for you, my sweets, we have got the King of Wands card. So the King of Wands is you sitting in a chair and you're reflecting on things that have gone off over the last couple of months, and you really do need to sit down and take a break. I do feel that there is some strength within the family, but it's I don't know why I'm seeing like the family tree is like it's like a golden tree coming up the side. So you can see it here. It's like a golden tree, but I don't know why it's golden, because there's no leaves on the tree that I can see. So I don't know whether it's golden because I'm seeing the lion in there. But to me, the lion strength. So I don't know whether you've come from a family of really strong people, Marie. And it were like, I don't want to say mind over matter, but to me, it were like there was just solid. Um, and I don't know if that's so too much on an emotional level as well, that they wouldn't have shown much emotions, if that makes sense. See a little bit of green coming around you, so there's a little bit of jealousy on the left hand side of you. So whoever's to your left, there's a little bit of jealousy coming in from them. And I'm also seeing that at the minute the spirits are sending strength at top of your staff there. There's a lion set in there, and it's like they're trying to give you the strength. You know you've got this strength within, but they're trying to bring it strength. There's also a dog in spirit that's coming through. But there's a child coming through with the dog also. But I'm going to say a young child coming through with dog. But that's connected to family. But it's like family to the side of you, because it's there. The tree's there for this family. So it's connected to you through family, but it's not your family, if that makes sense. Not sure if that makes sense to you, my sweet. Kelly. Hey, soldier. Hey, David. Mr. David Moon, you're a bit rude. Just bear with me a sec. I had Kelly up then, didn't I? That's Julia Kelly. Mr. David Moon, you just get yourself blocked for putting comments like that in, you silly mare. Rather rude of you, my dear. Kelly, for you, my love light, we've got the Ace of Cups. So there's definitely something going on around you, but I think what's going on with your head is sort of like restricting your body. It's like causing you not to feel 100%. So you can see the snake bite going onto the head, but you can see it coming down and wrapping around the body. So to me, there's something going off in the head that sort of like affects the body. So I'm not sure where you'll understand that for. There's also a cup. So there's been 4 celebrations, maybe 5 celebrations that are coming up. Because the cups are being held to the side of you. So there must be 5 celebrations from now up till Christmas that are going to be coming up. Well, next 3 months. So 3 months, but that doesn't take us up to Christmas, does it? What month are we in? September, October. Oh yeah, December. From now till December, there should be 5 celebrations coming up. You're also going to be receiving some money because you can see the coins falling into your hand. Just be careful that you don't let it slip through. Make sure that you've got your hand out ready. I also feel at times that you feel like you're henpecked a little bit by other people. But also, while they're henpecking, it's like it doesn't bother you, if that makes sense. So yeah, my lovely, that's what I'm seeing in card with you, my sweets. Thank you for sharing, Dawn. I've got Dawn on screen now. How can I book a full reading? To book a full reading, Lisa, just message me. Either on ETA page or through private messenger, and it's Lindsay Fletcher Downs. If you're looking on Facebook, just send me a message and I can get you booked in for a reading, my lovely. It'll not be tonight, unfortunately, but I will be able to get you booked in, my lovely. So Dawn, for you. Dawn, for you, my sweets, we've got the Hermit card. So there's a new beginning coming up for you. Again, you've got to be your own light. You can't, there's nobody else that can do this for you. You've got to be the one to take the first steps. Even if it's baby steps, Dawn, you need to be the one that's taking them steps. I don't know why I'm seeing you. There's like, it's like you're wearing a cape of green. But within this green, it's like speckled. So I don't know what that what's that referencing to you. I don't know if that is a reference to you. There's also a reference to something to do with an umbrella as well, because I'm being shown an umbrella in card. You know, there's so many loved ones that stand to the back of you in spirit, and I'm not sure, Dawn. Dawn, I think you have got gifts yourself, whether it's to do tarot, whether it's to do something on a spiritual level, but there's definitely that spiritualness coming in, because you're aware of all these spirits that stand around you. I mean, when I turn card this way, there's definitely two that are showing darker than the others, and I'm not sure whether they're going to be your. There's like two guides together coming in, but it's like they're surrounding you. The energies. Just be aware of keeping time, though. You need to keep time, my lovely. Robert. Robert, for you, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So again, for me, this is a very spiritual card in itself. And I don't know whether you come from generations where people have been spiritual, strong religion, but there's definitely a spiritual attachment coming through. So again, I don't know whether this is something coming down from family, Robert. There's also a gentleman. Even though there's not a dividing family, there's two sides to family, but it looks like that there wasn't that towards the ending there would have been a divide between two sides of family. So I don't know whether it's mom and dad, but there would have been a divide between them. But it's like not toward. It's like they just grew apart a little bit at the very end, if that makes sense. Not the very end, but you know what I mean. They must have been growing apart. So I can't see whether they're still together. But there's a gentleman coming in over on this side, and how he's dressed, it's really weird. You know, like the old-fashioned. Now, when you look in history and you see them like Queen soldiers on boat, like shipmates, what do you call them? They used to have like red jackets on and thinking, what did you call them, yo-yo?
Sailors?
Like a sailor, but they work for like that kind of thing, you know, like with them funny hats on, like pirate hat, but it's not a pirate hat.
Marines?
I don't know, but it's something. There's got to be something military with this man. But to me, it's like he were on ships. There was something to do with ships, just because of how I'm seeing him stood. But they're coming into the side of you there. On the other side, we've got a lady's energy, but this lady's energy seems to be there's something to do with the eyes on the lady, but she's coming through on the other side of the family, but there's something to do with eyes. And I don't know whether you're one of three or whether three is a number for you. But there's also a pendulum coming in as well. So that's what's showing me that there's that connection. But I do feel that you've got a really strong family supporting around you. And even now, these new additions being born that are going to have like as what people can call a gift, if that makes sense. Evening Debs, evening Rachel. Admiral, that's it, Robert, that's it. Like an admiral type of thing. That's what I was gonna that's what I was trying to think on. So yeah. Rachel, you can, my lovely. Don't forget, guys, just keep posting in chat. I'm looking for your names reappearing, and I'm trying to get to them as well. For you, my lovely, Rachel, we've got the Hangman card. So this is a total turnaround of life. I do think that there's been some health issues with you, Rachel, just because of the colouring on your body. But again, you've got to take that leap of faith. There's only you that can do the step off to start the changes and start that slow process. I do see that there's two children in spirit around you, and there's also a dog coming through again in the family tree. But right, so we've got two young children coming in down here. But then as you go further up here, there's a male and a female energy coming through as well. The dog's energy is coming in around here, so they're on the same side. I don't know whether these two babies are from your past or still connected to family past. I'm not quite sure. Again, October time, I'm seeing like the bat, so that's representing the Halloween. There's got to be an anniversary, something coming up in October, because there's a heart on the tree that the birds seem to be flying towards. So I don't know where there's coming in this. Get me teeth in, Lindsay. Where the connection to the celebrations coming up. That I'm seeing. I'm also seeing the poppies coming in as well around you. And again, timing. Timing is essential. And I don't know who it is who likes to fish, or whether this is somebody's energy coming through, but I'm seeing fish also. So I don't know if it's their energy that's saying that they're fishing. Kerry. Hey. Hope you're well, Gillian. I did say hello as you come in, sweets. Kerry, for you, my lovely, we have got the Two of Wands. So you're sort of like in the middle of a decision here, and it's like that you've come to a cross path. Two people, though, are trying to stop you from making the decision you want to make. You've got to keep pushing past them, because them two are trying to hold you back. And I believe that it's them two that are putting doubts into your head about the decision you're needing to make. You've got the whole world happening round for you now, but you have definitely got a decision to make coming up, and it's either one way or the other. There's no in between for you on this one. You've got to make that decision, but make sure you're making it right for you. I do think that there's been a stress, and I do think that there's been a little bit of emotions going off around the head, Kerry. Because I'm seeing like you've got the red head, but there's also a flower coming out of the top. So to me, it's like there's been an emotional change going on. And I'm not sure whether it's to do with these two at the bottom that are causing a few issues. But you've just got to take the strides you need to, and don't let other people make them judgments for you, my lovely. And shared and stuff. And thank you, my lovely. Let me just try and move my chat down. I can't see who sends stars, so I do apologise if you send and I don't say thank you. I will message at end and say thank you to everybody. I've got Anne at minute. And for you, my lovely, we've got the Moon card. Again, you're at that crossroads again. You've got to take that leap of faith. You've got to start believing in yourself. Nobody's holding you back. You just hold yourself back, Anne. And I think it's either through lack of belief, or you've been there and done it before and it's not quite achieved. There is a bit of yin and yang coming in. So just be aware of that little bit of yin and yang kind of thing coming in. There's also somebody in the family, but they're like they're not on, like if you've got like your mom's mom, your dad's brother, or wherever it is, that's like other side of family. There's also somebody on the other side of the family, and it is a family member that is a little bit sneaky, maybe a little bit snidey in whether I don't know what it is they're doing, but it's like they can not be a nice person at times when they don't feel like it. I don't know why I'm seeing crab. I don't know if Pisces crab.
Fish, isn't it? So
Cancer's crab. Oh, that's sorry. Well, I'm seeing I don't know whether Cancer is relevant for you, just because the crab stood out at the bottom. So I'm not sure whether there's a Cancer connection to you. But did you know what? Even though you might not be close to family, your family can still be very close, even though there's distances between you. But yeah, just be careful of that yin and yang coming in, my lovely. I lost my lady now. There we go, Kelly. Kelly, this one's for you, my lovely. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for the star sweets. Kelly, for you, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, my love. Standing with your hands on your hips, definitely putting your foot down. There's also some healing coming to the chest, because I'm getting a butterfly on the chest area. So there's healing coming in around the chest. There's also a very timid person that's around you, because they're sort of like hiding behind your back. But I feel it's like a child, a young energy, but not a child's energy. So I don't know whether it's going to be like a teen or something like that, but there's definitely somebody around you, and they sort of like hide behind you, and it's and there's and it's like you've got to. I don't know whether you defend them at times, but there's also like a grandma figure coming in, and she's holding the pentacle. So to me, again, I think she would have like probably read tea leaves or something like that. Kelly would have had some sort of connection to spirits, and I don't know why bluebells. Bluebells seem to be a strong connection. There is a younger male though that passed. But I believe this younger male would have passed when you were younger because, again, they're coming in at the bottom of the card. And I don't know why I'm seeing, like, they look like snake heads. I don't think it like reptiles. I don't know where the reptiles come in, but I'm seeing two reptiles in card. But they're little like they look a little like alien bit, and they're around the bottom of the card there. But yeah, just keep moving forward, keep sharing the love that you've got, and keep protecting the one that you're protecting, my lovely. Monday. Mandy, for you, my sweets, we've got the Ten of Swords card. I feel at the minute, Mandy, you feel absolutely drained. And I believe it's the energy around you, Mandy, that's draining. You need to start putting some bit more protection up around yourself. Again, I can see the spiritual connection with the church in the background, so it's either spiritual or religious coming into the card. But it's like your energy's just being zapped out of you, whether it's people that you're around or whether it's just because you don't protect your energy enough. But you definitely need to start doing some meditating and protecting that energy of yours, because it literally is just zapping it straight out of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm seeing 4 butterflies. So to me, the butterflies do represent, again, to me, it's like spirits though, but they're not quite showing themselves, but there's 4 of them that are really close to you. What else am I seeing? There's something else in that card. Again, there's a child in spirit, but there's also, I don't know how to say this person. There's somebody in spirit, and they're showing me like a ball and chain. I don't know whether they were the ball and chain, or that reference is something that you'd understand. But this person that's coming in, that's holding the ball and chain down at the bottom, the face is dark, and they sort of like, I don't know. Obviously, they're at peace now, but I don't know whether this is just a reference so you know who they are. But I don't think that they would have been in a good place in life, if that makes sense, Mandy. But yeah, definitely ball and chain coming in. But yeah, start protecting your energy, sweets, because energies are coming in and you're not connecting. Where are we? Jade. Just keep popping it in chat, Kerry, and I will get to you. Gillian, I can see you, and I forgot who else. Laura, that's it. Gillian, for you, my lovely, we've got the King of Pentacles. So baby news coming in, Gillian. There's going to be baby news coming in. I know it's not going to be you that's pregnant, Gillian, so don't put that in chat. But you're going to hear baby news from now till Christmas. You're also about to embark on a new journey. I don't know what the cherubs mean. It's like I'm seeing 2 cherries together, and I don't know why I said cherub. So just bear that in mind. I don't know what's going off in the home at the minute, because I can see the home down here at the bottom, but it's like you're bigger than the home at the minute. It's like you're trying, there's something going off around the home, but you're sort of like, deeply rooted, but you're not dealing with a situation at home that you need to deal with. It's like you're thinking, well, if I don't see it, I don't have to deal with it. You do need to deal with what's happening at home, because you're starting to block it all out. Strong connection to the family link to you going all the way back is very strong. But I don't know whether you're like the matriarch of you're the one that sort of like not keeps the family going, but a lot of the family come to you for advice and stuff like that. But you need to start sorting yourself out, Gillian. You're coming in at a cool shade of blue. So again, you just need to start getting your mind sorted and start letting things go. Stop letting things build up around you, my lovely. Thank you, Monday. Renee. Or is it Renee? Renee, isn't it? Not Renee. Sorry, Renee. Shut up. Is a chuff nut. Lindsay's saying Gillian. Were I supposed to be reading Kerry then, or did I read Gillian? I read for Gillian then, didn't I? Sorry, Kerry, that was Gillian's. I'll read for you now. Justice card for Renee. So, Kerry, I've got you next. Renee, wow, so much going off around you, my lovely. But do you know to say there's chaos? To say there's chaos around you, you're very balanced within the chaos, if that makes sense. No, I said Jade. I thought I was talking to Gillian then. I do apologise. And I'm also seeing two ladybirds coming in. I'm going to have to stop looking for people in chat because I put myself off where I am. There's also something to do with two ladybirds, like ladybugs or something, that's coming in. There's a lady's energy coming in from one side of you, though, and she's just blowing a kiss. So I'm not sure whether you're aware of that person, but she's just blowing your kiss. I do think this is a younger female. I also see another lady coming in, but this lady's got a child in arms. But again, they show me it's something to do with the head on the child. I think there's something to do with the head on the child and the other lady that's coming through. And I don't know why I'm seeing a goalpost. But there's also a gentleman's energy coming in back there. I'm showing it's like a football, showing me something to do with football as well. Again, you're the butterfly. I do think that you've got good spirituality, and I do think that you're connected very well with the earth because there's a lot of earthly things coming in around you on bottom. I can see the worms coming in. I can see the little flowers. I can see the dragonflies. I can see the butterflies. So there's definitely a connection to Mother Earth coming in for you, my lovely. Right, I'm on to Kerry now. I thought I'd read for Kerry, but I can't have read for Kerry. I don't know. I've muggled myself up now. Hang on. It was meant to be reading for me, hon. Sorry, Jade. Sorry, Jade. I've got you up, Jade. Kerry, if I still need to read for you, you're going to have to let me know. So, Jade, for you, my sweets, we have got the Seven of Cups. You're looking back towards something. So something must have happened within the last 5 years that keeps you looking backwards, to keep you like looking back to the past. But you're sort of like walking with your head in the clouds. You need to bring your head out of the clouds. You need to bring your feet back to the floor, and you need to start turning and focusing on new things that are up and coming. There's going to be two amazing opportunities that if you're not careful, you're going to miss these opportunities because you're too busy looking at the what ifs or maybes from the other things that have happened in past 5 years. You need to do a full turnaround. But to do that, like I said, you've got, although you're thinking big and you're thinking out of box, you need to bring it down a little bit and sort of like start concentrating on your future. Can't change past, but we can change the future. And I don't know why I'm seeing like an acorn. it's like a necklace, but it's like an acorny kind of thing. So again, I don't know whether it's going to mean the acorns representing like autumn time. Whether so I don't know whether autumn's going to be the big change around for you. But there's definitely acorn coming in, my lovely. Laura. Yeah, I've had your reading, Gillian, because I was looking at your name and I was doing a reading for somebody else, but I focused on you because I'm a numpty. So I do apologise, and I got myself all in a tiz was. Laura. Laura, for you, we've got the Hierophant card. So to me, a family gathering is going to be coming up. And to me, it's going to be a big celebration for this family gathering, Laura, just because and it's definitely within the family. So it's going to be a big celebration that's coming up. But I can see music being played. I can see the laughter and the fun coming back in. So there must be a big gathering that you're thinking about doing. It's also there's going to be people who are in spirit that are going to be, as we say, will be taking part in it, even though they're not living. But the person that is going to be the celebration for, and I don't know if this is you, Laura, but you're very, very clear of mind. You're very clear thinking at the time that this is all going off. And even whether you might not, I don't want to say not agree with the celebration or certain things, you're going to have that clarity kind of thing of everything that people are doing. I don't know what it is with your hands, though, Laura. There's something to do with your hands. And also, if you look at your third eye at the top of your head, it's been divided. You need to choose which spiritual path you're going on and which part you're wanting to work with, because if you're wanting to connect with your third mind, you need to start closing it up a bit because you're too open and you're not going to be communicating with the energies that need to communicate with you because it's just open. You need to get that protection going off, and you also need to make sure that you're closing it up because it's just like big and open. Julie. Julie, for you, my lovely, we have got the Five of Cup cards. You're turning your back on something or someone, I think, and they're trying to still offer you gifts or make a peace offering. But I do believe this situation is something to do with money, Julie, that's around you. Around your head, there's like a big 50p piece kind of thing, and that's money. And I don't know whether the person down here sort of like used you as a bank kind of thing, but it's like they're trying to make a peace offering, but it's not on like a financial level coming back. So yeah, and I do believe this person would have let you down on previous occasions as well. I don't know why I'm seeing a diamond, but the diamond's got a heart there's like a heart at the top of the diamond and a heart at the bottom. So I'm not sure if that's a reference that you'd understand. There's also two energies that are coming in, and it would have been their birthdays round about now or coming into next month, because they're floating above your head there on the wings. So there's got to be two passings. It's either two passings that are coming up, it could be two birthdays in spirits, but there's definitely two, but they're really close together. I don't know if the diamond may be something to do with them, like a diamond anniversary or something, just because the hearts on the cups is the same with the hearts on the triangle at the bottom on the diamond shape. But yeah, you've just got to stand straight. There is quite a bit of pain coming in from waist down, and I do feel like at times you have issues with your spine also. Unfortunately, I think that this pain for you I think it is an ongoing thing, but I think you'll have good days and bad days. I think you'll have flare-ups just because it's flicking off, my lovely. we're gone. I've just moved me chat down. Zoe, this one's for you, my lovely. That were it when you me. I was looking for Sandy. I'm looking for, and there's some more. Thank you, Anne, my sweets. So Zoe, for you, we have got the Eight of Swords. Oh my goodness, your life at the moment must be so stressful, because look at the chaos around you. But your hands are tied at the minute, Zoe. I don't know what it is that's going off, but your hands are tied and you can't help with this chaos. There is a female coming in though at the bottom, but it's like she's wearing a scarf around her head, and it looked like she were a lady in white and she'd got a scarf around her head. But to me, do you know, this around you has been building up and building up. It's like from when you were little, if that makes sense, Zoe. It's like it's always been something and something and then something and something. It's like a build up, and it's like you've lived in the chaos. But it really stems back to going back to when you were little also. And I feel at minute I think you do feel trapped, but like I said, your hands are tied, your head's being pulled from pillar to post. You really do need to put yourself in that cocoon at the side. See this cocoon here? That's what you need to do. You need to cocoon yourself in, not from people around us, but cocoon yourself in to start thinking about everything you want. Forget all this, what's going off, because it's your life and you're the one that needs to do it. There's a load of light coming in around the head, so there's loads of thoughts, good thoughts coming in, but it's like it's getting swamped. So you need to just like maybe an holiday, take an holiday on your own somewhere or with some friends and enjoy yourself, and just start getting a bit of normality back into your life that way, if that makes sense, my sweets. Naomi. Yeah?
Laura's just asked, because she had trouble understanding the accent, the card you drew for her, it was the one that to me sounds like elephant. Can you remind me?
Hierophant.
Hierophant.
I think that's how you pronounce it. It does sound like elephant. It's the Hierophant card. It's my lingo. Naomi, for you, my lovely lady, we have got the Lover's card. So there is a message on the way. There's a letter coming out your way, so you must be waiting to receive a letter. Or it's either receiving or sending, but the letter's definitely on its way there. When this letter arrives, I think it's something that you're going to be receiving. When this letter arrives, make sure you read every fine small print of the letter. Don't just rush into it. And again, you've got like a whoosh of spirit energy coming in around you, Naomi. You can see it coming all the way. It like you can, I don't know, my finger's going to do it wrong way in it. So it goes round, round, wish, 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 and it's like a spiritual connection going off again. That again, you're letting the anger go, or you're starting to let the anger go now. You're no longer carrying the anger around your shoulders, and you are slowly starting to learn to, shall we say, forgive and let go. Because you can see that's just starting to come away. Just let it all go, because obviously we can't change yesterday, but we can change today. So just let that energy go. There's so much love coming in though from spirits, and I don't know why an elephant. It's like you stood on an elephant. So I don't know if there's an elephant reference that you can you understand. And I don't know, there's also like there's a necklace coming in, but it's of ruby color, or there's something you wear that's of ruby. And to me, I feel like this would have been gifted down to you. You're still wearing red shoes. Now, when I looked at that, the first thought I got when I saw red shoes, you know, like Dorothy, there's no place like home. So I don't know whether the Wizard of Oz has a connection to you or something to do with the ruby shoes. Ruby's a big thing, but Ruby's July, I think, as well. So July might be a month round you, Naomi, that's a big thing. Just because it says lover's card, unless I'm doing a relationship reading, I won't read it as a relationship. But there is somebody in spirit that, and it is a male energy that stands bang behind you, and they're sort of taking, they're like taking the pleasure in saying they still carry you. So they must have been a real big support while they were living. And it's like they stood behind you and they're saying, we're still here and I'm still carrying you. I'm still lifting you. So yeah. Who else am I looking for now? Bear with me a second. I read for Laura, didn't I? Yep. Tyler. Hierophant. Tyler, for you, we've got the Two of Swords. You need to start taking your blindfold off and start paying attention to things that are going around you. Pay attention to money. Pay attention to decisions that are being made behind your back. You're allowing other people to step in and make decisions for you. And it's like you're blinded. I don't know why you've got a blindfold on, but you need to take that off and start looking at the bigger picture. Self-reflection. So you need to start facing yourself in the mirror and looking into it. Now you have got a lot of weight on your shoulders, and I do feel that this is something that's built up over a long period of time, just because of how it's like unfolding round at the corners. And it's like with the swords, you're not dealing with that, whatever this emotion is, whatever's gone off, you've not dealt with that issue properly either. So you need to deal with that issue before you can move on. I can see that there's been 4 children, there's 4 babies in spirit. Whether they would have been miscarriages, or just not gone full term. But I can see that there's 4 children, 4 baby energies around you. There's also a man and a woman. Now these to me look very young though. I don't know. They're there on the thing, so I can see the man and woman. And again, to me, this man and woman must have had a strong connection. Again, there's something to do. They must have gone at similar times. It's like one passed in January in whatever year, and then somebody passed the following January, because there's something to do with either like a twinny thing, or there's something to do with that passing, because they're like Siamese, they're like twins. There is some dark thoughts coming in that have come in behind you. But I think these dark thoughts now are starting to stay behind, and not taking forward as much. But again, just take that blindfold off. You need to sort out your head though and get your head into a good space, my lovely. Ian. In for you, my lovely, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. You need some time out. You need to take time out and take it out for yourself as well, Ian. I think that you've had so much going off. You need some quiet time for you. I also think that you need to reflect in spiritually. So that maybe like, and I don't want to say spiritual retreat, because I don't know whether that's something you do, but it like take that time out for that spiritual energy around yourself. You're clinging on to the pentacle in this card. but there's also pentacles around you on floor. So to me, that's why I think it's more of a spiritual getaway you need to get away from. So if you do work with energies, Ian, you need to take that break away from them and just take time out for yourself. I don't know where the bike comes in. I don't know whether it's a motorbike or a push bike, but there's something to do with a motorbike coming in. And I don't know whether this is something from the past that is just it's just memories being shown. But there's definitely something to do with a motorbike that's coming in. Also pendulums. So I don't know whether pendulum's something you've been thinking about working with, or if there's that connection on that spiritual level to a pendulum. But there's also a rabbit, but to me this is more symbolic of a teddy bear, like a teddy rabbit. So I don't know, or like a cat rabbit. It's a very weird, it's a very weird thing. It's like got a cat's face, but it's got really pointy ears, but it's got the cat's curly tail. And I don't know if that's more of a pet or whether it's more of a like a teddy. To me, I thought it were a teddy. You know, like when you're little and you have a certain teddy, certain toy. I don't know whether that's something to do with you, but definitely start allowing yourself to have some space, my lovely. Bear with me a sec. Gone. Do you know Sunday? Getting them coming in fast and furious on Facebook tonight. Dr. Leo, they want all your money. Is that you? Wow. All these that are commenting for you to go and have readings, you know, they're all con men, because no decent tarot person would ever go on somebody else's live and promote themselves. And also, if you look at the numbers they want you to dial, they'll charge you about, I don't know, maybe 100 quid for them to have a reading, because they charge by the minute, people. 7 of Wands for you, Sandy, my lovely. Again, now's the time to sit down and just enjoy life. You can see the year that you've had coming up on this part, but now you're on the perch at the top. So there's you and family members being able to sit down and relax. You'll always have your guard up, but not the guard from other people, just the guard for the family. So you'll have that like protectiveness coming, but they also protect you as well. And they're like so much respect for you, family members around you. There's 2 of you. You've got one sat either side of you. But you need to slow down a little bit. You need to like the snail, because I've seen the snail. So I do feel like you need to slow down a little bit in what you're doing, Sandy. Don't rush as much, if that makes sense. I'm also seeing red eyes. So I don't know whether there's somebody that's got an issue with their eyes at the moment, because I'm seeing quite a few red eyes coming up around card. So I'm not sure whether there's something to do with the eye, my lovely. Kate, do you know there is scam artists everywhere, my lovely? Have I read for you, Katie? I don't know if I've read for Katie. I don't think so, but I'll do another card unless somebody tells me I've already read. Hey, Robin. Or they want you to pay for a sacrifice to solve all your issues. Oh, Scotty, that's shocking, isn't it, when they do that? We need you to pay money so we can sacrifice something. That you know, bloody stupid. Funny, I could, daughter and granddaughter both suffer with hay fever. Wow. Katie, this one's for you, my lovely lady. So we've got the 9 of Wands. So you've been in a battle yourself, but I think this battle is within family. And I don't know whether family have sort of like you know, like sometimes as moms or sisters can sort of like try and interfere a little bit too much in how you do your life. That's sort of like what I'm feeling. It's like they've crossed barriers with you. And it's like you're like having to reset barriers. So there's something to do with resetting barriers going off around you. I know you've been through a difficult time because you can see that storm at the bottom, and you may feel like you're still within that, but you're getting closer to getting out of it. You've nearly got on top of everything that's going off. These stormy waters aren't going to stay stormy for long. You can see clear skies coming in, and you can see that the water will start breaking look on rocks, so it is going to start getting a lot smoother for you. Let me have a look. I don't know why bonfire night is relevant to you, but I'm seeing like fireworks in bottom of card. So I don't know why bonfire night is or around bonfire. It might not be bonfire night exactly, but there's something around with the firework time. And I don't know why I'm seeing a skull, but I'm just seeing the head. So I don't know if that's something relevant to you. Or not, but it's more, I'm just seeing like the skull or the head. But you're like a butterfly. You know, like when you've been cocooned for that long, and like a butterfly is just like breaking free. That's what I feel like you are. You've got a lot of yellow around you, and I think your confidence now is just starting to build. I don't know whether there's been issues around the tummy, you know, like under your boob, in your tummy area that way. Just because it looks like there's been a bandage round. I'm not saying you've literally had a bandage around it, but I don't know whether you've been suffering around that part. And I think also one leg slightly can swell at times, more so than the other one. And I don't know whether this is all interconnected. But yeah, it's like you're just going to come out of that butterfly, if that makes any sense. Where's me, Diana? My son and I like making bonfires together. The skull resonates with them. Fantastic, Katie. Thank you. Diane. Yeah, I could see it with me. I didn't know that they were still good. That could be the waters that you're clearing out from. That could be the rough time you've just been going through, Katie, my lovely. You're more than welcome. Diane, for you, my lovely lady, we have got the Magician card. Do you know what? Even through all chaos, through the loss, there's a gentleman's energy coming in, standing at the bottom with you. I don't know whether this person would have had a tash, but I'm seeing, I don't know, hats must have been something. I know they're wearing it looks like a bowler hat, but I'm not saying it is a bowler. It's that kind of, there's something to do with hats. There's also something to do with a moustache, but they're also holding like a staff. I don't know whether this is like a fireman's energy. No, when I said like a bowler hat, it looks like a fireman's hat. I don't know if there's anything to do with firemen connected, but this gentleman is in spirit. But he's like holding a wooden staff at the same time, so I don't know what that connection links into. But there's also a lady's energy coming in. There's a young lad's energy coming in here. There's two ladies. There's quite a few energies coming in below you. But then there's a gentleman coming in, and he's like, don't say he's a bodybuilder, but he must have had muscles, because holding your hand is like, I don't know if you can see it there in the card, but it looks like a muscle man. And I think what this gentleman's trying to say is he's still your strength now. And he is actually holding your hand. So I don't know whether you're asking him to hold your hand, you're asking him for this strength. But he's definitely bringing you some strength in. But I do feel like there has been quite a few losses around you, and I think there has been from young to old coming in losses. There's a letter coming through. if it's not already arrived, but there's definitely a letter on its way. And again, read the fine print on the letter, my lovely, because the letter's going to really resonate with something. Again, you get more happiness by looking at the past rather than the future, if that makes sense. I don't know whether it's memories that are taking you back to the past, but that's where you seem to be most happiest, is when you're resonating with all the old memories. But apart from that, I feel you are in a good place. Even though, like me, it's like, I don't know, there's just that strong connection to the past, if that makes sense. Joanne. Joanne, for you, my lovely, we've got the Six of Swords. So again, I do feel around you that there's been a loss, because you're holding your hand out and the spirit's just flying, Joanne. So I don't know whether this is a friend loss, a family loss, but you can definitely see the loss. Now, even though it's going up to spirit, there's a lot of love going with this person. But I don't know whether this one's going to me, it just feels like a loss, if that makes sense. I do think that you hold yourself back. You stop yourself from going forward, and you're putting your own, I don't want to say nails in coffin, that's wrong, but you know, that's the saying, isn't it? You're putting your own nails, you like holding yourself back. And that's what I've been feeling with this one. I do feel that you've suffered with maybe a little bit of, and when I say depression, I don't mean you know what I mean. I'm going to say mood swings, I think. There's definitely been some mood swings going in around your depression. You have got the blue heart. I know I've just looked at chat, so I know you've just lost your sister recently, and I'm so sorry for your loss, my lovely. Just trying, I'm trying to focus on something else, because I don't want to focusing on your sister with that. Let's see what I can pick up. I don't know why I'm seeing rocks and shells. So I don't know whether it's seashells or rock, but there's something to do with rocks and shells coming in at the bottom. And I don't know whether it's you that's suffering with one of your hands. I don't know whether it's like a carpal tunnel, or whether this is something that your sister would resonate with, because there's definitely something wrong with one hand more than the other. If that makes sense. And I'm seeing loads of stars coming into to the side of you. I'm not sure if it's you that has the issues with the lower part of the body. But there's definitely something health-wise with the lower part of the body as well. But for you at the minute, I think you need to go through that grieving, the grieving process, and just make sure that the grieving process you're going through is the right one, is the right grieving that you need to be doing. We all grieve differently. There is no right or wrong way on grief. But yeah, just make sure you're doing that, Joanne, my lovely. Oh, you're so welcome, Diane, my lovely. Hey, Lisa, hope you're well, my lovely. So, Lisa, this one's for you. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, my lovely. There's something you're deep in thought about, that you're holding. You've got an idea in your hand, but I don't know whether you know exactly what you're going to do, or whether it's not all come together yet. But you've got this idea. This idea, you really need to think about this, because this could be so life-changing for you. You're also carrying a bit of baggage around with you, Lisa, as well, but it's coming off on your hip there. You can see it. Don't let this idea that you've got, or what you're wanting to do, don't let other people talk you out of doing it, whether it's a mistake or not. You've got to find that mistake. Don't add it to this bag here of other missed opportunities that you've sort of like, You've had the opportunity, and whether it's other people, whether it's yourself, you just put it in bag and it's sort of like forgot about. Make sure you don't do that with this one, because this to me is the start of something new for you. It is, Lisa. It's the start. It's going to be the start of something new for you, and it is going to grow. You can see it actually growing within your hand. So just make sure that you put all your energy into it, regardless of what others say. I don't know if you've been feeling cold at the lake, because there is a little bit of blue around the feet and around the body. So feeling blue. I don't know whether that's feeling slightly unwell or whatever. But there's like a blueness coming in around you. All that weight you're carrying on your shoulders, start flicking it off. Put it behind you. You can't do anything with it. We all have regrets and things in life that we done, but we can't keep them on our shoulders. We have to move it off, otherwise it gets in his way for the future. But you've got some really good ideas going off in your head. You just need to get them pen to paper and sort them out. That behind you is your chariot that's waiting to take you onto the journey, but it'll only happen when you make it happen, Lisa. I hope that makes sense for you, my lovely. Angela, carpal tunnel, odd word for a medical condition. I wonder if there was a carpal tunnel anywhere in the world. A particularly painful bridge. There could have been. There could have been. Yeah. Angela, this is once for you, my love, like Page of Swords. Your feet are well on the ground at the minute, but something's about to rock your boat. As you can see, the pedestal you're standing on is just it's starting to lean forward. So once it leans forward, it's going to rock. So something's about to start rocking your boat. I don't know whether that's good or bad. You know the situations that are going off around you at the minute, Angela. But there's definitely something big's going to happen. And you've just got to be ready to take that leap. You need to be you just got to be focused. Keep that focus. You know when the time's right. Don't come off that pedestal until the time's right for you. There's loads of purple coming from the sky around you. So to me, there's a spiritual connection to energies, just because the purple sky is coming in around you. I don't know where the animals coming around you, but there's also a connection to animals. In the family, there's been like 3 splits. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but let me show you. So this middle one's the family tree. So that's one split going off that side, but that's another split on that side. So when I say it's like there's been like 3 splits, that's the split that I'm looking at, them 2 going off and the one in the middle. So there has been a split coming within the family at some point. But yeah, just keep them ideas going, and just get ready that when it tilts for you, you jump off, take that leap of faith, because again, you've got it's a sword you're holding, but it's more like a brolly. So you know when you come off, you're going to glide down, you're not going to fall, if that makes sense. So I am going to end it there, my lovelies, for the readings, because I am over on members, or John's over on members very shortly. Thank you so much. I can take all of this, and the seashells were my sister's favourite things to collect. We took my sister's ashes to be scattered at the beach, and I'm waiting for a hip replace. Thank you so much. My hand is full of arthritis. Oh, Joanne, you're more than welcome, my lovely, and thank you for giving me some feedback, sweets. I do love it when I get feedback, just because, not because it's but it's just like validation, because I read for you and I don't know you, and if you ever do booking for readings, don't friend request me, because it's difficult for me to read if I'm friend requested, or if your friends requested me and I don't accept it before we do a reading. Please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I just don't want any distractions coming in that you might post on Facebook. So I'd rather not see your profiles, if that makes sense, because it's just so much easier. I can read the card as is, and I'm not looking out for little things I've got to pick out because I've already seen it all over Facebook. So yeah, I hope everybody's enjoyed this evening. Please take care. Love and light to everybody. Thank you to our amazing moderators for coming in and modding in chat. Thank you to everybody for supporting and coming in. We are going to be live on Sunday night at an investigation. We will be going live round about 7 o'clock-ish, I think. It might even be earlier, it might be 6:30, 7 o'clock Sunday. So just be ready for when we're going live. I'll try and put a post on half an hour before we go live. But it's going to be an interesting night anyway. So yeah. So lots of love to everybody, and I shall see you all on members, or John will see you all on members shortly if he's up for going on. So mwah. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.